Welcome to COPICafe. Oh, Rob was sleeping. Yeah, it's been an interesting start, this one. Hey, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for listening. It's COPICafe. You've got Rob, Greig, and Josh Jones here. And what we love to talk about is what's going on with our project, maybe sometimes current events. We love to have special guests on the show. This is episode 17. We're glad you're here. We're glad you listen. A big sentiment of what we're doing on COPICafe is just, this is another way for us to communicate with you guys, our community, and keep you in the loop on what's going on and be transparent with what's happening throughout everything that we're working on as much as possible. And it holds us accountable to doing this on a weekly basis. Once we started doing this and people enjoyed it, it was like, okay, I guess we're going to keep going with this. So here we are for another episode. Rob, what are you drinking today?
Hello there. Yeah, so today I have a fan's favorite, and the only thing that was in the fridge. I'm going for, what the hell? I'm having so many problems today. I'm going for a banana milkshake by Sainsbury's.
Wow, this is just, you know what? One day we're gonna have a special cut of all the different drinks we've had on. You just got some really weird stuff.
Only 1% fat.
That's great, man. That's great.
What are you drinking, Josh?
Well, I want to give you a chance to guess. It has one word in it twice.
ABBA.
Huh?
One word twice.
One word is in it twice.
The
word is water.
Water. What could it be? Could it be?
What could it be?
What could it be? I have no idea. I'm tired.
No. Seriously, the start of this episode made me tired. Our preparation this time, we've had all sorts of audio difficulties.
Is it aqua water?
You didn't even really come close because I said the word water has to be in it twice. Well, I guess translation wise, you did a slight spin there, if that counts. But no, it's a watermelon Waterloo.
Oh, watermelon sugar.
Waterloo.
How did I not get water?
Watermelon Waterloo.
Yeah. I mean, we were so daft at school. Do you know why the teacher had to put the lights on all the time? Because the class was so dim.
Too many paint chips?
Yeah.
Huffing too many paint chips as a kid? That's all right. Hey, look.
Don't know what that means.
Look where you've come now. That's a little Tommy Boy joke. If anybody's seen the movie, it is a remarkable one. Quite remarkable. So yeah, a lot to talk about today. Yeah. I wish we had recorded our beginning to this episode where once again we were even less prepared than before. And look, the reality is we're all just like slammed. Our schedules are jammed tight. I mean, I'm in back-to-back meetings so often that it's hard to prepare, but we do have a lot of really I don't know the point of that. What's that for? What are we doing?
I've just got a screw loose.
You tighten that thing up. We do have a lot to talk about today. So we got the hard fork, right? That is for anybody that doesn't know and isn't familiar with Cardano, we got a hard fork combinator, which is the ability for the network to make a massive change and have it be pretty seamless and major changes. It's actually doing a hard fork, but it does it in a way that doesn't create two different blockchains like used to happen in history. It's a very unique technology that Cardano has, and so we have this big Vasil hard fork event that's coming up. It has been delayed, and we don't know until when, but I do believe it was supposed to come out this week or somewhere late July. I don't think they've officially announced it's delayed, but I do believe it is going to be delayed. And one of the things that is pending for us, this affects two different things in what we're working on right now. It's affecting our custom dome sale because, if originally we were going to try to do it after the hard fork. So what we would do is, because the hard fork is a completely new network, all sorts of new variables, we're going to have to run another test sale, not only to test the new hard fork, but also to test and the wallets and all the transactions and everything. But we also needed to test all the new anti-bot measures and new features that are on our marketplace, the improvements that we've had since last time. So there's a lot of great stuff that we've worked on with that. We'll talk about it a little bit more in a minute, but the testing cannot, if we wait until after the hard fork now, if it keeps getting pushed or we're not sure of it, it could end up pushing us way off the roadmap, and we just don't want to do that. So at this point, if it is delayed, let's say it gets pushed to the hard fork gets pushed to August, late August, we think we can execute on having the custom dome sale ahead of that, or at least we're going to try, because otherwise it could push us back way too much. The other thing that this affects is the bridge. Well, first of all, Rob, did you have any comments on the custom dome sale or anything like that?
Not on the sale itself. I mean, on the Vasil, because that's the code name, the Vasil hard fork. Updating software is actually quite difficult to do, because you have to do all kinds of tests. And the way that Cardano do this almost seamless, well, it is seamless. You don't even know the hard fork happens. It's like changing a tire on a motorway when the car's going 80 miles an hour, and they just do it like magic. So, well done to IOHK for such
Absolutely.
great
And I've actually
software
done
update.
that before with the car, old
Well, it's been
Volkswagen
running.
Bug. Yeah, we were going about 90.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. It really is an amazing thing that they pulled off, and nobody gives it enough credit in the industry.
Well,
How impressive
I'd like
Cardano
to.
is at that.
I think I need to study to see actually how they do that. I would imagine this is complete guesswork. They have a couple of executables and then they just delete one and put the other one in place. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments.
Oh, all right. And let's see, the bridge. The other thing that it affects is the bridge. So, a lot of you have continued to ask when bridge, when that's going to happen. And what we mean by that is there's a token that we originally launched with on BSC chain, Binance chain, and then now we have a Cardano native token, and we need a bridge there because there's disparity in the pricing, and we do have that in the works, and it is going to be a bridge that helps everyone in the Cardano ecosystem. It's it could be available to anyone that wants to use the bridge, not just Cornucopias token, not just COPI, right? So this is a huge value add for our Cardano community that we've brought to the table through Chainport. They are at the point of getting an audit, but the simple fact is just this: the hard fork is affecting their ability to move forward as well. It does not make sense for them to implement, knowing that the hard fork occurs 2 weeks later, and then they got to so they're waiting as well. And, that's just the situation, unfortunate reality of where we're at. But that's part of the opportunity that we all see. And the reason that so much of the reason that we're on Cardano in the first place is because we know that we have an opportunity with a chain that's being done in a scientific way, that's future proof, that's really being built to last and to scale, and so many good things about it. But what comes with that is it's still early in a lot of ways. And so, but we're willing to take that early risk, and a lot of you are as well. And yeah, here we are. What else do we have? Land staking. Oh, wait. Do wanted to comment a little bit more. We've made a ton of improvements on our marketplace since the land sale. We heard the community feedback. We've made significant anti-bot measures, and also several other improvements as well that are more on the back end administration and helping us to facilitate the actual sales more effectively and with less risk of mistakes. So a lot of good things there that really tee us up for this next sale. So what we'll first do is the trees test with the sale. We're going to do another NFT2Tree sale on this one, and I actually am not up to date on all the details. It's somewhat leakish. Yeah, I don't think it's been announced yet, but I don't have a lot of the details to announce around that. But the good news is it's going to be a similar thing to what we did before with Veritree. You will get to plant a tree in your land, but you'll be buying an NFT that possibly means, future airdrops of some sort. And then it also, that it's planting a tree in the real world, so it's got real world benefit. And that's something that we want to continue. It's something we want to continue to explore, is this bridging the digital with the physical in ways that are positive and impactful for the world. And so that's a fun thing we're doing. And we're thankful for so many of you that have participated in the past ones. It also helps us test our platform, all the changes that we've made, and make sure that we can execute a solid sale for you. Because once again, guys, this is early technology being built on early technology. And in this case, if we were to go after the hard fork, it'd be early technology on really, really early technology, because it'd be a brand new, deal. But now it's going to be likely we'll be going ahead of the hard fork. Anything else there, Rob?
We snuck this into the roadmap, so we did a roadmap change. So those that have noticed that the roadmap have had some changes. I don't know if we want to talk about those.
Sure. Yeah, we still have land staking to cover, but let's do the roadmap and then we'll go to land staking. Well, let me just get land staking out of the way real quick. That is coming soon, folks. We have, and we'll explain this. We're going to do a write-up on exactly what land staking. You would think that is a really simple thing to deal with. The reality is it led us to think about everything, all of our reward structures. We can't just implement one reward flippantly and then have nothing for the other rewards, right? Or so we've got to figure out, okay, we've got nodes that we want rewards for. We've got play to earn. We've got governance, even, voting and participation rewards. We've got NFT rewards, land NFT rewards, all of these different rewards, learn to earn, play to earn, like all of them. So when you take all of that and you put it together, or build to earn is what I meant to say. You take all that, you put it together, there's only so much we have to work with. So we've got to figure out how to really effectively accomplish that. And that also led us to thinking about, hey, we want to involve the community vote in this, which we're not doing for land staking yet. What we're going to do is we're going to test this with a 3-month land staking program. We're going to get the balls, going with something short and quick. And then we're going to implement the governance features that allow the community to participate in what we're doing rewards on, and how that works, and how many and where they really want the, reward to be weighed the heaviest, etc. So that's what we're working on. So as you can imagine, that's a lot to talk through. I mean, how do you properly and fairly implement a governance system? Like all of it, there's nothing easy about any of this, and so it's forced us to think about a lot. But it's coming soon. Okay, we're moving into implementation. We're going to take our first foot forward. So the implementation phase has begun, and I can't give a date yet for land staking, but it's coming soon. And that's my exciting leak for the day. So now you can go to roadmap. If I put you to sleep, you can go back to sleep, and I'll figure something else out to talk about. I don't know. Need some more caffeine. This has been a rough day already.
Rough episode.
Rough episode. I think it's more rough on you, though. You seem to be dragging today. You need some of what? Some of that caffeine
rough.
stuff.
It's rough on my dogs because they won't shut up barking.
Yeah. You didn't give them a long enough walk today?
No, Army of Spies made a really. I don't know. I want to give
Man, you're struggling. It's a long week for you, my friend. Okay.
Well, however,
So,
I am.
let's talk roadmap.
Next week.
Let's talk roadmap. Huh? You're on holiday. Thank goodness. Yeah, let's get you a break.
Refresh, and maybe we'll have a COPICafe next week, or maybe we won't. I'll try.
Yep. All right. Sounds fair enough. I'll be here and ready if you want to do it. Yep. So let's go into the roadmap. I'll bring it up. What would you like to say about the roadmap?
So yeah, we snuck some things into the roadmap. To be announced. Well, you've just announced that we're going to be doing an NFT2Tree 3.
Yes, sir.
So that will be there before we do the public domes. Then we have another to be announced, which will be a leak for later on in the show. So I won't announce that now.
Okay.
But what we have done is we've actually removed a few things from this quarter, and we'll explain why. So first of all, we've replaced with a to be announced, and we've removed and moved forward the pets and the mounts. They've been moved to early next year, and we've also moved the nodes.
And I think we have a special guest today that might shine a little bit more light on why we're moving pets. Yeah.
We have two special guests.
Two special guests.
Yeah.
Are you seeing double? Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Very good. Is that Ernie? Bert?
That's Marlin.
Oh.
Marlo, sorry.
Marlo.
That's Marlo.
Oh, let me see him again. You're really small on my screen, so that wasn't very.
I'll make him bigger. We can lose the roadmap now.
No. Are we done with the roadmap? Okay. We're losing the roadmap. Roadmap is okay. Sometimes I wonder what you would do. And yeah, never mind. You've got so many gadgets and devices in your office.
Well,
You got entertainment for hours. You hide away from the family while the kids go off and do stuff and you're partying.
Well, this is a true story. Before I started Cornucopias, I was going to start a YouTube channel with another American, but that didn't turn out. And then when that American decided did not want to do a YouTube channel with me, I was going to do a YouTube channel with my friends.
Oh gosh, no.
And that was one of them. So over the following week,
that's funny because the reason we met in the first place was because I was doing a YouTube channel for Cardano Chats to help drive traffic to grow your stake, our mission-driven stake pool. So that's pretty cool. Well, hey, I guess I'm glad it didn't work out with you and that first American because we've had a lot of fun building this.
I am now working quite closely with that other American as well on the sly, but that's another story.
It is another story, and we do have a special guest, and I don't want him to have to wait much longer while he's probably thinking of all sorts of things he could build within our game. He's a big part of our team, technical director, and he's come on quickly and showed a lot of leadership and passion and really energy about what we're doing. Total cultural fit. We really appreciate him and glad to have him here. Welcome, everyone. Jim.
Hello there.
How's it going?
Doing really well, man. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Good. What are you drinking, first of all?
The tears of my enemies.
Yeah, the tears of my enemies. Best answer yet. All right. That was a Red Bull. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
Yeah,
we encourage. I feel like Rob needs a Red Bull right now.
We encourage healthy drinking on this show, don't we?
Hey, any kind of drinking, milk, Red Bull, double dose of caffeine. Red Bull's got some vitamin B and taurine in it. I don't know. It's got some.
Gives you wings.
Yeah, gives you wings. Absolutely. Awesome, man. Well, hey, listen. I meant everything I said. You've been a remarkable team member, and we're glad to have you. And it was great to meet you recently in Manchester for the team hang in person. Yeah, man, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got involved with Cornucopias.
I've been making stuff since I was 11 years old. Was when I first started selling my artwork. And then as I grew up, I had a kid, needed to work from home and got into the 3D world, less mess, don't have to go anywhere. And then just been working away. I was a consultant for various different studios, different sizes all over the world, just explaining how to do things, helping them out, where sort of freelance stuff. And then I met a friend, and I'm someone who John, who used to work here. He stole one of my images for a YouTube thumbnail without asking me.
Oh.
So I dropped into his comments section and started talking to him, and ended up making friends with him. And then he got me on board with you guys, and yeah, I'm here for good now, I think.
Yeah, man. Well, I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. When did you start, Jim?
Yeah.
October last year.
Nice.
And tell us a little bit about your experience with us so far. How have you? What was your impression when you first joined? How's it been? How's it been working with other team members?
I was very skeptical when I first joined because blockchain gaming was a new space. I'm used to mainstream
Yeah.
working in the mainstream industry, not blockchain. So I was kind of skeptical to begin with. Wasn't sure how things would go, and then as I got to know more people on the team, I meshed really well with David, and we got on so well. I'm now really passionate about the project. I think it could go so far. So
Yeah, I'm glad you got past the skepticism. I think that's natural especially for anybody that hasn't really been in the crypto space. The underlying power of crypto and blockchain and what it really means is why I got into it. And I hope over time you really learn what that is, and the power of decentralization and the transparency that blockchain can provide, and what that can bring to gaming as well. But that's another topic. We want to talk more about you. So tell us a little bit about what you're up to, man, with all that you've been doing with Cornucopias.
well, the first thing I really did was I procedurally generated a field of corn plants, and then got told I couldn't put 10 million corn plants in the game. So that was what I first started doing. And then obviously I've written a bunch of add-ons for Blender and various 3D creation apps. I work very heavily with characters before, so naturally I sort of started taking over characters and building the characters, modeling the meshes, figuring out ways to put materials on them, textures, images, and then the animation for them as well, trying to secure a solid pipeline for everyone to work with. And at the moment I'm working on procedural animation in Unreal Engine. So runtime animation that happens at runtime while you're playing the game. So that's a lot of fun to code with, and sort of kind of a new toy. So
Nice.
So you'll be good to talk about then the characters themselves, how it's possible to go from a really short, skinny person to a really large, tall, masculine person. You know what I mean? How do you achieve that?
With a lot of planning. You need to have the right topology on the character. So the way the mesh is built has a huge impact on that. It needs to be able to morph. So you'll set up shapes that the character can blend between. I then figured out a system where I could also morph the armature, the bones that run the character and you animate with, how to morph that with the mesh so that you can really push the limits of what's possible without breaking the deformation of the character. So
I know you've also worked on another system, and this is going to be a leak, and we might have to cut this out of the video. But we've talked about some kind of a survival mechanism.
Oh, all the survival stuff.
Yeah.
The need system and the
need system.
Heart rate, blood level, hunger, thirst, tiredness, energy, calories. So yeah, we're kind of perhaps simulating a human body within the game for the characters, so that it's a very important part of the game, because it would drive the economy of the game, because you have to maintain these needs. Your character needs food, you need drink, you need you're going to use your energy when you're traveling, so you want to get a bubble jet to fly around in, so it's not so much effort for you to go places. And yeah, what started as just a fun idea turned into a very core part of the gameplay.
So as you start running, does that increase your heart rate and sweat and hunger? But it sounds complicated.
Well, a lot of the data is already documented. We have a lot of averages from just online medical resources to look at, and the programmers who I've been giving the tasks to work on it, and they've been in very close contact with me, because fun fact, I was actually training to be a surgeon before I got into game development.
Wow.
It was something I was very interested in doing, but then I had to give up that dream for my daughter. So yeah, we've been working very closely with programmers on that, making sure everything works as it should. So like the environment, the temperature of the environment you're in, that we have a humidity level for the environment. This affects your heart rate, your blood pressure, which then affects the rate at which your energy falls. Taking action in the game is monitored. So if you start running, we have a true or false value that goes to character is running. So we multiply the amount of energy that you're using by a realistic amount. And
Yeah,
it's really detailed.
and we have different theme zones. Those have different climates. They have different terrain. Yeah, very, very interesting. So what do you think has been your biggest challenge so far?
Well, before you go there, the health applications. Did I just get really loud or something? Oh,
Yeah.
Before you go there, the health applications that could tie, the ability that gives us to go into something else that's tied to other industries could be somewhat unique down the line. I'm vision casting here. I can't help but not go there, but I'm thinking of certain specific partnerships that could be brought into play, maybe in 3 years or something like that. But yeah, I did not want to interrupt Rob's question, though. That's an important question. Wait, what'd you say?
I was just spellcasting. It's okay.
Okay, great. Rob's question repeated. Rob, can you repeat your question backwards?
Yeah, what's your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge. Biggest challenge working here. Probably the characters, figuring out the whole system for that, because as I said, the armature's morphing. That's not something they're supposed to do. So I had to figure out how to get them to do that and how to have it working at runtime in a performance-friendly way in engine. That was a good few months of work getting that functional. So that's probably the biggest challenge.
You can probably explain then why are pets and mounts? Why are we leaving that now till next year? Why is this bumped off my roadmap? I'm going to get some grief for this.
It takes long enough animating the movement of a biped, let alone a quadruped. So the more legs you add, the more complications you have. Also, the materials on pets would generally be somewhat more complex. There's also a lot of planning to be done, like maybe want to do cute little pet fashion shows or something like that. Who knows?
Ooh,
so everything needs to be very well planned and then executed. It takes a long time to make a good mesh. Like I said, it's mainly an animation strain, because every different species of animal has to have its own animation set, and animation is a huge time sink in game development. Yep. Probably one of the biggest time sinks there is. So
for those that don't know animation and what it goes into game design, can you tell us a little bit more about what a mesh is?
A mesh is a whole bunch of polygons, and those polygons are made of edges, and those edges are vertices connected to each other.
And it allows for what?
For the games, for the meshes, for the artwork. It allows us to create the 3D. It allows us to work in 3D space, but basically being able to construct meshes.
Cool.
So when you talk about the character, and you've created this morphing system where we can have the smallest character to the biggest characters, and you can change the cheekbones and their arms and the muscles. So you're building that exact same system. Well, not the exact same. You're having to create another system now for pets and mounts. So does that mean that we can have an unlimited pets and mounts configuration, or we can build anything from whatever we want?
That's up for research. I would love to spend a long time working on the genetics for breeding animals, because that's a whole programmatic challenge as well as an artistic challenge. So that's obviously, I love doing both of those things. So I'd love to. I don't know how long that would take to get right, or what the limitations might be, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to work on pets.
Yeah, well, we are too, and I think like you say, you've been with us over half a year now. And I do believe congratulations is in order because you've just been promoted.
Yeah,
That's
You are
true.
do
now
my best.
you are now our technical director.
Yeah.
So
And-
how has that changed apart from a nice pay increase?
How has that changed? David can't tell me what to do anymore.
That's I can't wait for him to watch this now.
That's one way. Yeah, and I'm
Well,
sure.
no,
the
you're
numbers-
leading a lot of people. You're leading a team,
Yeah,
right? So what does that look like?
A lot of assigning tasks, a lot more planning, which I really enjoy planning stuff out. And, it's just planning is just it's just another programming language to me. Like just logistically putting one thing in front of another, planning how things are going to work and function. Yes, there's a lot of assigning tasks. I have to make sure people are doing things the right way, because otherwise we'll have huge performance drains. That can be a major issue when people start doing strange things with arrays that they shouldn't be doing, or trying to put delays and timers where they shouldn't and stuff like that. So I have to keep an eye, and I call myself the noodle conductor because it's an Unreal Engine with blueprints. So it's lots of little wires connecting nodes together, and I have to go and make sure that they all connect together in the right way and go in the right place and work together. So,
Yep, that's great. I've definitely noticed, an impact. There was a time early on when you joined us and you started and got going. We saw your work, but then we shifted your role a little bit. We moved you in to fill some other shoes, and the impact there was strong right away. We all started seeing and hearing about benefits and noticing that, and now getting you into this technical director role and overseeing more people. It's great, man. I can't wait to see what you're going to do, and what you guys accomplish. I love the survival needs leak. We saw some of those images the other day. The UI not in its fully designed form, but rather in its raw form. But the implications there, it's really exciting. I mean, it's very it makes I think it's going to make the game feel so much more real. It's going to create some urgency. It's going to create some stress, some issues, some things to deal with. And you know what, guys, I gotta apologize, Jim. I don't know if you have any questions for Rob, but one of the things I got to do right now, I saw that Red Bull, and I need to get some caffeine. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. So if you have any questions for Rob, feel free. I'd rather miss Rob talking right now because he's really struggling in this episode than you talking is all I'm getting. I'll see you guys in a sec.
This is highly unusual. So now Josh has gone. Obviously, he won't watch this back. So so what do you really think of the company?
what do I really think of the company? I really like it. I don't have anything bad to say.
What did we get up into in Manchester?
Well, I don't drink, so I was very well behaved, and I spent some time working and focusing.
Yeah,
on
I
projects.
know. You and Josh, neither of you drink, and we were on that karaoke night, so you had to go through that sober. It was a very interesting night, and then we came back. A few more sing songs like you do, and then we woke up in the morning, and then you were still working on your laptop. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't sleep much. I'm not very good at sleeping.
Yeah. Well, here is Josh now. What's he been up to? I feel the show's going to get cancelled after this episode.
Hi guys, I miss anything? Sorry about that. I got some good old Terry Black's barbecue. Just kidding. I have some cold brew, little flavored vanilla cream.
Breaking news, actually, Josh.
Breaking news.
We've just lost 4,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel.
I would never have that impact just by leaving the room. That's horrible. No, I think it would have been good if you were like, yeah, we just gained 4,000 subscribers when you left.
Oh, okay.
No, that's great. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I saw the Red Bull, and it's been a long week already, man. So, is there anything? Yeah, anything else we want to cover with Jim here? He's like,
No,
man, guys, I could really go start being productive right now. So,
Jim's been great. Thanks very much, Jim. We will be meeting up again sometime in the future for another team retreat. But failing that, I will see you tomorrow in our daily stand-up.
Thank you very much for having me.
Jim, thank you very much for taking the time to introduce yourself and for all that you're doing. Have a great rest of your day, man. We'll see you soon. All right. So, let's get to leaks. That's where we're at. It's good to have Jim up on the show. That's fun.
Yeah. Unprepared as well as usual. Next time I might send him some questions and let him prepare.
You mean us unprepared or him unprepared? I don't think he had a chance.
No, he didn't stand a chance.
Us being unprepared. Yeah, that was good, man. It was great to have him up. So a lot of fun stuff there. Looks like you're going to show a little peek of something here. I'll go ahead and bring it up. Let's talk about this real quick. A little leak.
So last week we had this leak. So we asked the public what could it be, and we had some really good guesses. Some of them thought it was maybe part of a building, maybe part of a like a turret or something. But actually, another one of our Discord members shared this image, which I thought was quite funny. So Crony, he or she did this drawing, which I thought was quite interesting. But so I'm now actually ready to reveal what this item is. Drum roll.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
How accurate was that?
Well done, Crony. Yeah,
Crony.
well done. Well done.
Tell
us what that is.
Yeah. So this is the first asset that has come from our third theme zone, known as Fortune. So this is the double dragon. Hence the eye and the double barrels. It's let's see what David described it to me as. Let me find my notes. It shouldn't be that hard. As a laser pistol. So not what you'd quite expect. So this is for PvP. And are we ready for it? For another leak?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the mythic version. So this will be an upcoming NFT. And if we go back to the missing item on the roadmap, some people actually guessed this as well. That will be a weapons NFT sale, of which this is one of the mythic. Now, I couldn't tell you if that eye blinks. I do not know. All I know at this stage is it's a double dragon.
Double dragon. Yeah, I like it. Well done. It's a beautiful, beautiful weapon. Great design. Excited to see it in action. We've seen a little bit. I don't know if we saw the actual gun in action, but we did see some fun clips of what's happening in the PvP development for custom domes, and that's a lot of fun. So
and I suppose our final leak is to do with that PvP area as well. So this weapon will be able to be used in PvP, not just in the Fortune theme zone. And are you ready for the final? I was going to do a teaser, but you made me untease it. So I will be showing you the actual thing. And here we go.
I made
It's a
you
Dalek.
untease it. Yeah.
Well, it's not a Dalek, but it could be a Dalek.
Yeah. What is it? Are we going to have people guess, or are you going to tell us?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what it is.
I have no idea.
It's a Dalek.
Is that what you call a Dalek? You call that a Dalek?
Do you not watch Doctor Who?
No, I don't. A turret. I
Oh.
would have gone with a turret.
Oh, we've just lost another 1,000 subscribers.
Do I have time for that? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, okay. But it's a British thing, I suppose. Doctor Who and a worldwide sensation that's only been going on for about 50, 60 years. But yeah, it is a turret. You are right. This is a turret.
You know, I
and
got to be honest, Rob. That was a little insulting. I think
Which
you took
bit?
it a little too far.
which bit?
The
You don't-
sarcasm. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think you took it a little too far. I'm gonna have to leave.
I've lost another subscriber.
It's a turret. It's a turret. It's not a Dalek. I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, it's exciting. It's for PvP. It's seeing
Yeah.
this thing in action is really freaking cool. I can't wait to release that.
Some of these will be the player will
A
be
leak-
able to set up your base.
A
Some of them
leak
will be
video is going to be remarkable. I think pretty soon. I'm hoping for a leak video. So yeah, your mouse is traveling all over. Okay,
No,
there we go.
I tried to cancel it. I was on the wrong screen.
Gotcha. Well, that's it. Do we have any other? That's all we
No,
have
this
for everyone today.
felt like a fatigued COPICafe, but don't worry, because I'll be on holiday next week, so I will be having some good rest and be nice and fresh.
My guess is we have a COPICafe next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll be in Spain, somewhere in Spain. If you're in Spain, say hello. I'll say hello back.
Hey, enjoyed it. It was another great, semi-great episode. Whatever. We're glad you guys listen. We got a lot going on. And until next time, have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye.